mix, right?
Oh, this is going to be good.
All right, everybody. So we got the crew here. I love it. All right, so
Good afternoon.
This is digital footprint, and this is something we do for our team um, to handle the large number of leads that we have with Zillow and Facebook and social media and so on. You know, over 1,000 different buyers contacting us live every month. And so I'm going to address specifically everybody on the call right now. And on YouTube, if you have questions about this, just reply to us through YouTube or Instagram or any one of our social media functions. We'll be glad to answer your questions. If you want to come in and know more about the team, that would be cool as well. So we're always looking for people who want to build a killer real estate business. So, hey, everybody. First of all, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm going to get right down to it. Give you a quick story at the beginning. I just went to Dallas to a board of director meeting for iconnect. And we arrived at the airport and got one of those shuttle things that takes you over to the hotel, right? And so we went to the phone thing, called the phone. They said, yeah, it'll be there soon. Within 5 seconds of calling on the phone, both Annette and I got a push notification. We tapped on the push notification, and it was, welcome to the Hyatt Hotel. Your bus will arrive in X number of minutes. And it showed the bus, and it showed us on the map, and it showed the two coming towards each other. And it was just like this wake up call. The whole world is going to this. The only piece that we have missing right now, really, is the what they call humanoid AI. All right. So you all need to understand that when you see a video on YouTube and there's a humanoid talking to Musk or one of these people, that's a pre-recorded script that's fed into an artificial intelligent database, and a reproduced human form called a humanoid then looks like it's speaking, but it's not in real time. The questions and answers are real, but it's not in real time. So what's coming up soon is, instead of all these annoying bots that ask you questions, that within the next probably couple of years, technology is catching up. That you'll literally find that all of these issues we're dealing with agents and brokers, that customers don't get quick enough response, AI will do it, and a humanoid will be talking to people in real time, 24/7, round the clock, with no vacations, and the portals will just surge into dominance in our business. So what we're doing is we're training agents, teaching agents how to compete with that, how to get ready for that, and there's certain principles that are coming. By the way, I'm going to do one more thing. So I'm just go over here to sharing with you my screen. So you're seeing me on my desktop. I'm going to go share my screen. And I want to give you another little just prompt of how quick things are happening. So today, our son Dominic had surgery, right? And my wife was on the way down to Scripps, and on the way down to Scripps, they hooked her up on this, and she got this message: Scripps Health Affiliates, the patient is in the procedure room. Automated message, don't respond. Reply stop to opt out. Scripps Health Affiliates, the patient's procedure has begun. So all the way through the procedure, and I got updates on exactly what was happening with Dominic. So where do we go with this? We just go back into here real quick. And I'm going to show you how you need to re-gear your mind for what's coming up the next 2 or 3 years in the real estate business. And this will help you with your Zillow leads that we send to you, 900 or so a month. And also with the Facebook program that we're reinstituting. And we call them SM2s because there's a whole opt-in procedure. I'm not going to train you about that right now. But if you look in our Slack feed, you'll see, let me just go over here and I'll go to SM2s. And some of you are wanting to be a part of this social media program with us. Let me just see here real quick. Give me a second. I don't know why I'm not seeing it.
It's Facebook team. It's right there under channels. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, but I think we reworded it, girl, to SM2 channel.
I
just
didn't see that.
Andrew,
Yeah,
we just reworded it to Facebook team per Randy.
Very good. Love it. That's where you're throwing me off. Okay, sounds good. So, yeah. So this is what's happening now. We just started it again, right? So this is within hours. because we learned how to generate these leads. Most of you are going to have to pay 10, 15, 20 bucks a lead, but we learned how to generate these leads, and we market a certain type of lead. And this was, oh, I don't know, this was August 23rd, see? Oh, here we go, sorry, September 10th. So we started it on September 9th at midnight, 7:09, 7:18, 9:22, 10:30, 11:38, 12:13, 12:39, 12:50, just on and on and on, right? So whether it's Facebook or Zillow, when you're part of our team, we want to equip you to build, a huge database of clients. So bottom line, that's it. Now, what are the principles that you have to exercise to be really successful? Some of you want to be mega agents. And here are the principles. I'm not going to teach you the principles I learned from Tom Ferry 34 years ago, because that's 34 years ago. Now it's today, right? What really interests me is not just today, it's what's going to happen 3 years from now, when pretty much every single customer like this is going to go to Zillow or homes.com or Movoto or Redfin, and a humanoid is going to pop up around the clock, have a full conversation, be empathetic, listen to them, schedule an appointment. You'll be able to see their car going to the appointment. And at some point, that humanoid will set aside, and agents like us who are up to date will then get assigned that connection, and will then slot in and be visible to that customer, right? So that's what's coming. Now, right now, we know that we have this huge number of Facebook leads. We have this huge number of social media leads. We have this huge number of Zillow connections. So what we want to do is teach you and train you to get ready for 2030 thinking. I'm going to give you 3 secrets today. Every week I do different stuff, right? But 3 secrets today. Number 1, by the way, you need to run everything from your cell phone, not from your desktop. So first piece is train your minds that you're a first responder. This is an extremely important part of this. The most likely time you have to convert an online lead, an online connection, is the first 15 seconds, right? It's the first 15 seconds, and 15 seconds is a long time. So develop your mindset of being a first responder. So what you have to do is do away with the thinking of time blocking. I'm with my family now. I'm in church now. I'm in this now. Amazon doesn't operate like that. You think you buy from Amazon every day, you buy from Travelocity every day, and so on and so forth. When you're ready, you want it right now. Well, real estate is going that way. Agents on demand. So the minute a customer wants an answer, you need to give them that answer. If you don't, one of 2 things will happen. Either they'll find somebody else who will answer right away. Actually, that's the most likely. Or what will happen is you'll have to call back 10 times until you catch them available again. So the first thing to understand is that culturally we're changing, and the real estate business is changing into what I call first responder status. So what do you respond to rapidly? So a couple of things here. When you are on a team and you have a lofty account, every single client that you have, whether it's Zillow or whether it's Facebook or whatever, every single client that you have, it's imperative you immediately put them into a property alert. And in other digital footprints, I teach you exactly how to do that. When you set them up on those property alerts, that's when in your email account, you're going to see, look here, new property alert sent. Do you see that right there? New property alert sent, new property, and you'll get these consistent reminders of people. Look, new property alert, new property alert, new property alert, new property alert, new property alert. This is in my account, right? So when you see a property alert is sent, right, you want to immediately tap on that property alert that was sent. You want to take one of the properties. It doesn't matter which one. You want to tap on that property. You're going to open it in Chrome. Here's the property that you are sending out to the customer. hold on one second. Or excuse me, here's the property that they received. Yeah, I think it's because I'm on Zoom that it's too slow. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Yep. Okay. So here you are in the property alert. There's the property. Now, understand this. You get a property alert, you screenshot it. You're going to send it out. Let's say Lauren's my customer. There you go. You're going to voice dictate it. Make sure you got voice dictation set up. I can't do it now because I'm on Zoom. Check out this place, Lauren.
Oh, no.
What do you think? That's it right there. Forgive me, I'm doing misspells because there's a lot going on. Right. So now what I did there is I'm now acting as a first responder. I was in my email. I saw my email. I saw that a property alert went out. That property alert was set up because I'm trying to do business with that customer and they're shopping. So just like if you shop on Temu or if you shop on any online portal, the minute you go online, you start getting prompts and you start getting reminders. Real estate is going that way. Now, right now, it's all automatic. They get this automatic property alert and consumers are getting immune to it, right? So you have to make it living and live. And by doing a screenshot, of course, you can share that property. You can do that as well. So you're in the property screen, and from that property screen, we'll just pick any property. In that property screen, you can tap on one of these properties, like this right here, and now you're going to share this property. And in share, you're going to go to messages, and you're going to pick Lauren. Let's take all these people out, right? You're going to pick Lauren. And you're going to send her that property. Now she's going to get that in her inbox with her messages, right? So you can do that. So you go, Andy, why are you so old-fashioned to use screenshots? And I'm going to tell you why. Because a bot 3 years from now, even a humanoid bot, is going to send what you just saw because it's a digital being, right? It shows that you're human because you can take that screenshot. And again, it's completely different. If I go here and I take that screenshot, right, and I edit it, right, and I go, wow. And I send that now to Lauren. Lauren now knows that a human is doing that. Sorry. So I go to Lauren, right? And I'm going to send that to Lauren. She now knows that I don't want to blow up your phone, Lauren. She now knows that a real person's doing it. So what's the point? What's the point that I said? I said every customer you get, setting them up on a property alert. Look at one of my many videos and it shows you exactly how to do it. Set that customer up on a property alert. When you've set them up on a property alert, anytime that alert sends to them, and if it goes too many times, change the settings. If there's a lot of properties in their category, change your property alert to once a day, twice a day, right? Many of my property alerts I set up to immediate, which means that as soon as a new property comes on the market, there's a property alert. You get that property alert when it pops up. 3 years from now, a bot, not just a bot, but a humanoid face will appear on their screen, the customer's screen, and say, hi, this is Betty, in a human voice, and say, let me walk you through this property. Have you got a moment? That's what's going to happen 3 years from now. And we still think that we can wait until we time block like some coach taught us 20 years ago. It's not over yet, but it's almost over. So on your Zillow transactions, on your Facebook transactions, when these Facebook leads come through, you want to be a first responder, which is the minute it comes through on that Slack channel, go back to it again. When it comes through on that Slack channel, you want to be on there within 15 seconds.
What?
15 seconds.
Oh,
and you're calling that customer. By the way, don't just call them once, Laney. Please, would you mute everybody? Don't just call them once. call them multiple times. Laney, would you please mute everybody? Thank you so much. So don't just call them once, call them multiple times and make that connection. When you've made the connection, that's when you're going to connect them with the iconnect software so that from now on you can have video communication with them. The point is, as soon as the lead comes in, you want to make that connection in real time, like a first responder. That lead will come in through Slack. That lead will come in when you set up property alerts through your property alerts. When that property alert comes through, tap on it, screenshot it, send it to the customer, right? Now, you go, Andy, well, Facebook leads are not as good as Zillow leads. Let me tell you something. We have received over 9,000 Zillow leads in the last 12 months. Out of those 9,000 leads, at least 30% of them will appear in Facebook leads. Same name, same number, same email address. Because when somebody's shopping online, they tend not to be what we call portal loyal. They're not portal loyal. They're loyal to their objective, which is to find a house. So the same leads often come in through Facebook or come in through Zillow. Very often what happens is the lead will come in first through Facebook, second through Zillow. You go, well, why is that? Does anybody know on this call? Laney, you're going to need to watch this closely for me. Answer me the question. Why is it the lead comes in through Facebook first and then Zillow? Why is that? Does anybody know? Anybody?
Maybe
No?
they're on Facebook and then they see the ads pop up on the side of Facebook and they click on one of those.
That's one. Anybody else? Why does it come to Facebook first and then Zillow second? Why is that?
Because they're specifically searching for something and the algorithm of Facebook picks it up somehow and they just.
That's 100% true. That's 100% true, right? So that's that whole thing of clearing your cache and click tracking and all kinds of stuff I could tell you about. Let me tell you why it is. It is those things, guys, but this is the real reason why. Because when somebody's clicking and looking, they're not clicking on one portal, they're clicking on many. They'll see a property on Facebook. Most people who buy Facebook leads do not respond until hours later. That's the answer why. So they then roll over. They look on Facebook. Oh, honey, that person never called back from Facebook. They go on Zillow. Now, Zillow or Homes.com or Movoto or Redfin has a call center. The call center watches the minute somebody taps on that says schedule a tour. Remember, they already tapped on Facebook saying, I want this property. But they got ignored for a few hours. So now they go to Zillow. They go, that's a bigger company. Let's try them. They tap on Zillow. They tap on homes.com. It immediately goes to a call center, realtor.com. It goes to Opcity. The call center calls them multiple times, follows up on them because it's their job. Then they turn around when they speak to the client and they pass it on to an agent. And we get an agent lead and we pay 35 to 40%. So what's the difference? The difference is agents have been taught you can do this part-time. You can do this as a side hustle. You can do this on the weekends. You can do this after your main job, right? During that time that you have deprioritized the client, modern technology has stepped in. Modern technology has become the first responder. So the tech companies are worth 10 times more, 100 times more than the real estate companies. Why? Because the tech companies are plugged into today. The real estate companies are plugged into yesterday, right? So technology has understood that if you've got online traffic, that response has to be like an ambulance. First responder, lights flashing, they're looking at property. I'm going to send something back to them. I'm going to communicate to them. So if you want a huge business, a really big real estate business, then we're going to have to learn the same mentality as the technology companies. So you set up your property alerts. The minute there's alert, you screen capture, you send it to them. And what most agents go is, well, I tried that, Andrew, and it didn't work. It didn't work. It does work. But companies like Shein or Temu or many of the big real estate portals will contact somebody 4 or 5 times in a day. And then they'll have a call center call out and talk to them. So call centers are going to go away in the next 3 or 4 years. They're going to disappear because they will be completely replaced by humanoid bots. They will look exactly like Myrna. They will look exactly like John. They will look exactly like Rachel. They will look like you. They will sound like you. I personally have been in development of a humanoid bot, and you will be stunned. It's very difficult to tell the difference between the humanoid and the agent. That's not the point. The point is that humanoid will act in a way that matches the requirement of a consumer in 2025, 2030, 2040, 2050. Call centers will not exist in 2050. They won't be anywhere in the world because humanoids will be able to jump on. You will feel like you've got a companion. You'll be talking to that companion, and that companion will walk you through the entire process and do your shopping for you and counsel you about weight loss and measure your calories and give you counseling about your children and give you religious motivation. All of that through somebody that you learn to trust. And if you don't like your humanoid, you switch out for another humanoid. Why? Because that's what consumers want. So you want to succeed with the Warburton team. You want to succeed with online ads and responding to online ads. You have to anticipate the future and stop looking back to the past. Rule number 1, be a first responder. Jump on as a first responder, do something human and respond back to your property alerts and to your lead sources when they come in. Second secret, that is part of the future. And we all know it, and you've heard it before, but now it's on us. Second piece that is part of the future is this: consistency and relevance. Consistency and relevance. Get used to the new norm of how to work. You can work from home. I don't care if you work from a Sputnik. I don't care if you work on the beach in the Bahamas. I don't care if you work lying in the grass in the fields. The point is this: consistency and relevance. Look, Rachel, when you go online and you shop for anything, when you go online and want to find out about something for your kids at school, does anybody say to you, fill out a form and we will get back to you? Does anybody say that anywhere? No. Right. But real estate websites still say that. Did you know that? There's real estate websites that you go to that says, I'm interested in buying a home, and you fill out a form. Who does that? It's changed so much. But the point is here, what you want, Rachel, is you want information now. You want answers now. Because your kids are going to school, you want to know what food they need, whatever it is they need. So you want to know now. You want relevant information now. You just don't want a bot. You can smell a bot a mile away. Again, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, that availability is going to be given to us by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence with humanoid form. You can see artificial intelligence now. The bots that we have on gowpnow.com, they're no longer what's called mapping. In the past, mapping was the basis of technology. So you would ask a question, the owner of the website would anticipate an answer, they would map in the response. Then it would say, if they say yes, do this. If they say no, do that. You would add another response. That's called mapping. Mapping has now gone away. Because now when a customer asks a question or responds, their responses through hundreds of thousands of people responding are stored like in a big bucket. And that big bucket has millions of pieces of data. And that bucket is called a large language model, LLM. Look it up, ChatGPT it, and you'll learn about it. That large language model now thinks for itself. And when John replies to me and says yes or no, it analyzes the last 30,000 people that said yes or no. It also analyzes John's behavior and his language, and it responds to him based on everything in the bucket and based on John's personality, John's buying behaviors, what time he shops, where he shops, what he looks for, what his interests are. So if he's a fisherman, it'll go, hey, John, thanks for inquiring about that property. Are you planning on going fishing this weekend? And immediately you have that relationship. We think as real estate agents that we can time block. You see, it's like almost Neanderthal. Real estate training is almost Neanderthal. 3, 4, 5 years from now, the humanoids will be so intelligent and so sensitive. People go, well, people say, yeah, but the human being will never go away. Yeah, they will. If I can speak to a sensitive humanoid or an insensitive human, I'll choose the sensitive humanoid any day because I know what I want. I want to buy a house that's near a stream because I'm a fisherman. I want to buy a house that the bot has read. I'm really into my son, and my son plays X sport, and my son goes to Y school, and the LLM will know that information, and immediately that will have that sensitive contact. You go, well, Andrew, we're completely, we're finished. We're not finished because all we have to do is adapt our minds to where the industry is going. So when you get a Zillow lead, when you get a Facebook lead, those of you who are going to be on our Facebook lead program, when you get those, act like you're a humanoid bot because that's where the market is going. Respond promptly. Respond multiple times because a humanoid bot doesn't get frustrated. A humanoid bot doesn't get insecure. A humanoid bot doesn't have a sense of rejection. We do. That's why AI is so much more powerful than us. They don't deal with all that. You know, the humanoid bot doesn't go, do I have my face on before I send a seatbelt video? They don't have all those insecurities. The humanoid bot is the algorithms, multiple algorithms, bring that bot to give the customer what they need. So in operating your Zillow business, in operating your Facebook business, your lead generation business, whatever it is that you do, you can learn all of this through our iconnect University. We teach you exactly what to do. We're going to do a social media day, and it's not the same old thing. Do a selfie, show your new hairstyle. Nobody cares about that. Buyers want to know, do you know them? Do you understand them? Are you available for them? Are you accessible to them? It's about them. It's not about us. So number one, be a first responder. Watch your property alerts when they come up. Tap on them. As soon as you tap on them, send them out. Send them a screenshot. They know you're a living human being. That's your property alerts. Same thing on your ads. Immediately track them down. Secondly, be consistent. So you may not reach them the first time. Call them again. Call them again. And this is why we invented iconnect, because people don't like too many phone calls. But if you don't make the phone calls, you'll never do any business with them. So as quickly as you can, get them on iconnect. When you get them on iconnect, you now have a unique video communication. When that customer's phone goes off on an alert, they know automatically it's you. They can delete all other agents, all other texts, all other phone calls, all of it, because now you've got this unique communication portal. Your communication to them needs to be consistent and it needs to be relevant. This is the secret of the new world that will be dominated by humanoid artificial intelligence. It is about relevant data. I know, as a large language model, I know what John does in his spare time. I know where he shops, how he shops. I know his favorite colors. I know the names of his children. I know the names of his spouse. Not me, I'm not being creepy. I'm saying artificial intelligence. I know what 10 websites he went to in the last 12 hours. I know how many times he went to those websites. I know how much time he spent on each page. I know how many people he commented to and how many he shared with. I know what cars he drives. I know what type of gas that he buys because of his credit card. I know about this guy. So I'm going to send him data that is relevant. If John has, let's say, a bad right leg, for example, I'm not going to send him any property that's 2 stories because I know he can't go up and down every day. But I have to train agents now. Would you please ask the 5 questions? How, what, why, when, where? Would you please try and find out about the customer? Stop worrying about the commission. Find out about the customer and then send the customer relevant data. And that relevant data is properties that meet their requirement. If I notice as artificial intelligence that customer drives to the beach, goes to the same parking lot at the beach every single weekend, but they live in the desert, guess what they want? They want a house closer to the water. And they'll probably sacrifice, and the large language model will calculate, okay, they're looking at a $700,000 home inland. Let's find them $700,000 homes closer to the ocean, but they're going to be condos. And even though the client said they wanted a house, I'll send them condos. That artificial intelligence will sell them a home because they sent them relevant information. So you're going to set up your property alerts. You're going to tap on your property alerts, screenshot them, send them to the customer, show interest, right? You're going to find out about that customer so you can send them relevant data, relevant information, right? The third rule. So I said, number 1 secret, be a first responder. Number 2 secret, consistency and relevance. Number 3 is value add. And that's where you can go in to all the facilities that we give you and add value to this customer. We encourage you to use your Lofty account, right? And there's so many things that I've taught you and I'll teach again. On your Lofty account, it's not just a matter of sending another property. On GoWP now, we specifically sorted the way that we display this information so that you can create relevance to the customer. So relevance level 1 is that you show them homes that are similar to what they're looking for. So we call it matching. There's a website called match.com. When people are single, they try and match. And so match.com presents men or women that are similar to what that person is looking for. So if they're looking for a pool home, you can go here and see all pool homes in Southern California. They're looking for ocean view homes. So this is what we call category shopping. Are they looking for pants? Are they looking for blouses? Are they looking for shoes? Are they looking for hats? It's called category. So you always want to send to the customer the category that they're looking in so that you create relevance. Does that make sense? So new homes. Perfect. They're looking for a new home. They ask you about a new home. You immediately go into the new home search. When you tap on the new home search, there's 2,941 properties. So look, this is what I would do. I'd screenshot this. Here we go. Send this off to, I think Rachel's still on the call, right? I hope she is. So send it to Rachel. All right, so here we go. Rachel, hey, we were talking about new homes. There's over 2,400 of them in SoCal. Let's look at a few on Sunday. Now, if I send that to Rachel, Rachel's inbox comes up and she sees that, right? Now she's got all of this information. Whoops. She says, okay, right? So you get the idea. Look, so the idea here is that you, A, are a first responder, B, provide consistent, relevant information, and 3, that you add value. Go back to our website. So when you go back to the homepage, I said to you that we've categorized homes in the category that your customers are likely to be looking, 55 plus, apartments, duplexes, triplexes, single-story homes, whatever, right? Now, there's thousands of iterations of this that I can show you. You guys who want to learn, I'll spend time with you and teach you. But now there's another category. Another category is reduced homes or distressed homes. All the time, agents say, Andy, that client's ghosting me. What that means is they called them 3 or 4 times, the same call, the same time of day, in time blocking. You never provided them the value add. So, for example, my wife's car is about to, the lease is about to be up in November, right? We've been to 4 dealerships so far. We did not buy a car for any one of the 4 dealerships. Out of the 4 dealerships, one of those dealerships is emailing me and texting me different cars every day, different variety. Guess who's going to earn my business, right? We went to Mission Viejo, we went to San Diego, we went to Newport Beach, and we went to Riverside. And the Riverside dealership is texting and being much more responsive. Why? Because they're operating like artificial intelligence. They're not operating emotionally. They're not operating erratically. They're operating consistently, and they're adding value by continuously sending us those vehicles. So it's exactly the same with you. You might have somebody look at a property and you think they're going to buy right away. They don't buy it right away. And in your words, they ghost you. Well, that's where artificial intelligence will come in, because I don't care if it's a ghost or not. That artificial intelligence hasn't got years running out, doesn't have bills to pay, doesn't have mortgages to pay. All that artificial intelligence thinks is that's a customer. They're going to buy a home. I'm going to stay in touch with them. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to study them. I'm going to connect to them. And as I do so, I'm going to provide them information that connects them to me. So 2 great ways to value add is you're just going to tap on reduced homes. When you tap on reduced homes, here's all the reduced homes in Southern California. So let's try this one. I'm going to send this now to John Citro, because I see him watching right there. Congrats on your deal that you just put in escrow, brothers. So look, here's John. And I was going to say, hey, John, check this out. There's over 8,000 reduced properties in SoCal. I know we can find you a deal. Now, if you said that to me, I'll tell you something right now, I would think you're on the ball. So there's another example with reductions, right? So if you're heading to a Zillow appointment and you show them this, or you've missed, you've been to an appointment, you've lost contact with them, you start sending them these reduced properties. Now, if you want to filter it, you can go in here in these reduced properties and change it. You can look at them on the map if you want to. You can pick out areas on the map where they are. You can pick them out by schools if you want to. It's all right here. So whatever it is that clients need, you tune in onto what is relevant to that client. This is what we call category shopping, right? So this is how algorithms work. They calculate your category. Let's take a distressed property. This is another thing. Why not find every distressed property in Southern California? There's 686 of them right now, right? So if somebody says to you, hey, I want to buy a repo, why wouldn't you just take this, send it to them, right? And let's send it to Lauren again. Go, hey, and I don't want to type it all right now, but I would say, hey, I know you were talking about finding distressed properties. There's 686 of them in Southern California. Check these out. In the meanwhile, I found 3 or 4 that are really a good deal, and then you send those. Is that relevant information? 100%. Whereas most agents will hear the customer say, I want a distressed property. They know there aren't many, and they'll give up on them because they're like, I can't find them anything. Artificial intelligence doesn't give up. That humanoid that you will see, as true as my name is Andrew Warburton, that humanoid will be talking to you and talking to all of our customers 3 years from now. They will be non-emotional. They will pull distressed properties. Then they will scan the MLS and they will look for the best deals they can find, and they'll send them those deals. And that humanoid will win their business. Then that humanoid will turn around to you and say, for 40% of your commission, you can have this lead. Or you can find it yourself. Or you as an agent can rise up, stand out yourself, use iconnect technology, connect directly with the customer, tell the customer you're available. Whenever they tap on the map, they can tap on you. Whenever they tap on your name, they can see your car driving towards an appointment that they set, that you are real, that you are not a bot, you are not a humanoid, you are a real person, and you're driving towards them. You screenshot yourself showing a property, right? Now you're answering in human way. So the point, I can tell you so much more, but it's been 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop. I want you to understand this. The future is about service. The present is about availability, responsiveness, value add, first responder mentality. We are there now, but technology has not caught up in the real estate industry with the consumer requirement. So for a few years, we're getting away with it. I'm sitting here and I see ICAs sitting out here. We're calling agents, trying to find agents, trying to call them back using WhatsApp, using iconnect. We're trying to reach the customer. We've got WhatsApp working and messaging working and Zillow Premier app working. We've got property alerts working. We got all of this going on. We have a insights channel with 120 people that looked at homes today, and we didn't have time to call them. 3 years from now, that'll all be eliminated. It'll all be gone. And iconnect will be one of the SaaS platforms, that software as a service, where you will be able to directly connect in with your customer. There'll be a property search within our program. You watch, it's coming. There will be a portal within our program where you connect escrow and title. They'll all be connected in through iconnect, and you'll be able to operate independently as an agent using that technology. Or the big portals like homes.com and realtor.com will dominate the traffic by having, here it comes, first responder response, consistent and relevant information that adds value to the customer. So look, I hope this was helpful to you. I'm going to do this every week, something new, some new digital update and tools. And I'm just asking you guys, use the tools that I give you. Going today into your Zillow Premier app, look at all your updates that are overdue. Tap on each one, date, update. Each one, add relevance. Each one, add some consistency. Each one, just go in and pull down reduced properties, pull down distressed properties, send them a link. Send them a link. It's John. I was just thinking about you. Link. Don't even have to ask for an appointment. It's Myrna. I was thinking about you. Check out these beach homes. And you know what? If you don't know what they're looking for, send them mansions. Hey, it's Rachel. Check out these incredible mansions that I found. Anytime you need me, let me know. What you're doing is you're giving people what they need. It's relevance. It's value. Tap on your updates and start communicating with people. When you import your leads into iconnect, look at them on the map. One by one, tap on them. Try and get them to download the app, because the minute they do, you have communication with them. The minute they do, you've got an exclusive video communication with them that no other agent in Southern California has, right? So begin reaching out, begin touching on your next appointments. Add that value, add consistent value, and realize it's when they want, not when you want. So Rachel, if you're on your way to school and you're waiting outside school to pick up your kids, just have a quick tap on. See you open something. Tap on it, send them something. 15 seconds. Hi, kid. Come get in the car. You're going to a ball game. You're going to a restaurant. You're going out on a date with your husband. On the way on the date, he's driving, you're sitting, or you're driving, whatever, I don't care. But not if you're driving. So you're in the passenger seat, you tap on a couple of property alerts for open, you tap on them, screenshot it, send them. It's not a question of I will work later. It's a question of the customer is ready now. I'm going to be a first responder. I hope this helped you. I love you guys. Hope you join the Facebook program. And I wish everybody huge, huge success. I love this. I love our team. I love what we're doing. I love the technology. It's a brave new world. And at 67 years old, let me tell you, I'm right at the sharpest tip of this world. I will not lag back there with all of the retirement folks, right? I want to go forward at the point of the arrow, and I'm going to drag as many of you with me as possible. I appreciate you watching me, a crazy guy, okay? See y'all later.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew.
You're very welcome.